do this. Hey, everybody. Well, once again, we have this gigantic misunderstanding between Simple News put out an earnings call and those persons who are involved in a paid effort to, well, try and stop the Athletics from building a ballpark in Las Vegas. All right. This all started with an earnings call, and best explained by CDC Gaming. Goes like this by David McKee of Gaming Reports. During Wednesday's earnings call with Wall Street analysts, Ballys Corporation executives indicated no intentions for the site of the Tropicana Las Vegas beyond this autumn. Quote, "We expect to demolish the Tropicana in October," said CEO Robeson Reeves, adding that the company was, quote, "assessing alternative," unquote, alternative uses of the land. Later, now let me stop there. That's exciting because earlier, last year, it was reported that whatever design they come up with will be developed to be compatible with the Oakland Athletics Las Vegas ballpark. So they're basically saying we're going to get this right. But they're also sending the signal that they are in no financial trouble to the point where they've got to have something built there right now, that they can take their time, do it right, do it well. The article goes on to explain that later, corporate treasurer Charles Daly said, "We have absolutely no urgency whatsoever as our options increase in value the longer Bally waits." He added that the company had, quote, "minimal capital requirements for the site," which means that whatever they want to do there is, not going to cost them a huge amount of money. And it also goes on to state that the article does that Mr. Daly added that the company had minimal capital requirements, I explained, for the site, and then, of course, 9 acres of that will be slated, or a little bit more, slated for the athletics ballpark plans. And then it goes on to explain that Reeves also found a silver lining in the latest delay in New York City casino selection. The postponement until 2026 reduces our immediate financial needs. No mention was made during the call of recent gaming and leisure properties that partner in Las Vegas on the A's ballpark site. Speculation on whether or not to buy Bally's. Executives also allowed for no discussion of the recent Standard and General buyout offer, saying it was still under consideration by a special committee. Okay, fine. Then they turned to Chicago. So basically, this is no news. But leave it to Chris Daly, the former San Francisco supervisor, and focus on an event that this vlogger attended called Free to Bet, back like 8 years ago, to tweet, "Oh, there's a problem." And then, of course, for the usual suspects to come along and say, "Oh, there's a problem," when in point of fact, there is no problem. This is what they love, to put out this fake news that there's a problem. Doesn't matter if it's Chris Daly or Scott Robeson, who calls himself Vital Vegas, who I believe is being paid by Boyd Gaming to this sort of thing. Okay. And I find that an interesting dynamic in and of itself. But the bottom line is, regardless of what these folks say or do, they're not going to stop that ballpark from being built in Las Vegas. If you take a look at what's happening around the baseball landscape, it's pretty hard to argue with the idea that baseball needs Las Vegas. And in other cities which are showing the strains of the economic have versus have not economy, you need to focus on those areas where there are going to be large numbers of people to show up for your baseball event in your exciting facility. And Las Vegas certainly meets that requirement, more so than I think any other city does right now or well into the future. So look, there's nothing to see here, no problem, just basic news by reporters who wanted to put a particular spin on the earnings call. The earnings call itself is news. The Ballys people did their best job to make it non-news, which it is. And that's that. All right. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark ZennyReport.com and bookmark our newest site. Well, our second newest site, NFL News by Zenny62.com, which has a great set of content from the just completed 2024 NFL Draft. Zenny62 Media's 20th year as Credential Press. We'll see you.